Okay, everybody, you can't just put that on us.
Hey, unknown. Lonzo and I have talked about this a couple times, more so when it first happened a few months ago. But I would love to know your thoughts. You know, it's since been squashed and everything is cool now. But a few months ago, Special Ed, you know, he got some backlash for some comments he made on the Drink Champs when he said N.W.A. brought destruction to hip hop. You know, being that you are not arguably, you were the producer of what is arguably one of the first gangster rap songs of all time. You know, just in hindsight, you know, what were your thoughts when you heard it live, when you heard it at the time when Special Ed said it? Obviously, they just took that clip and ran with it. There was some context around it, obviously. But, you know, what was your thought when you heard that? And then in hindsight, you know, everything. I would love to know your thoughts on that being a West Coast pioneer.
You know what, man? I haven't done the Compton's Most Wanted and, you know, the King Chi, which that's who really don't get enough like credit for this West Coast thing, because King T was like the OG, right? And putting it down for Compton. And, you know, we never, when we were doing this music, it was, when I say counterculture, it was counterculture. It was like, I'm talking about, if you're old enough, you know who Pigmeat Markham was, and you know who Mom's Michel'le was, and you know, like Red Fox. This stuff was like blue comedy. Like, it was so like, you wouldn't hear it. It's stuff that you would go in the basement, like you know, go in the basement, close the door, lock the door, put on some headphones. It never, ever, 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 forever, ever, never was meant to be mainstream, right? It was just some like street stuff that a few people were talking about, and the glorification of the violence and the glorification of the drug dealer. Even when N.W.A. came out, like, you know, when they made Dope Man, it wasn't a pro Dope Man song. It was like, hey, Mr. Dope Man, you think you're slick. It was not pro dope. They even talked about,
got my sister sick.
They even talked about, you know, how the drugs were bad, right? So it wasn't like N.W.A. Now the drug culture and the gang culture and stuff like that, what came from it, from, you know, people just, it's like a disease that spread, to be honest, from just a few people doing it. It was like when there was us, there was like Ice, there was, you know, like I said, like a Schoolie D, which was more like, you know, a neighborhood thing. There was the Ghetto Boys that was wild as hell. The Ghetto Boys was like, and, you know, CMW, but there was not a lot of there wasn't no one who knew that everybody in the world was going to start trying to out gang bang and out, you know, gangster based upon this small thing. Like, who knew that would happen? So do I feel like some of the stuff that we did led people off in the wrong direction? Absolutely. Like, but I don't think it wasn't like we were out there promoting it. And again, you got to remember, the stuff we were doing, none of that ever made radio, right? It never made radio. The stuff that N.W.A. put out in the beginning, like, you would hear Something to Dance to on the radio.
Something to Dance to, Panic Zone.
The stuff that Arabian did, the dance music that Arabian did is what made Ruthless. Like, everything that Arabian Prince did is what made Ruthless money on the radio. All of those dance songs and Supersonic and JJ Fad, that's what made Ruthless their money in the beginning that allowed them to go on because shit, N.W.A. what they had 2.5 albums, right? Like an EP and what 2 albums. So the effect was just insane because everybody else decided this was the wave to take. But you never could have, like, we had a deal. This is a story Lonzo knows. There was a deal on the table for Compton's Most Wanted and the Ghetto Boys to be on Geffen Records. And there was one more group. I can't remember who the group was. And it was going to be a big deal, whole bunch of money in everybody's pocket. Everybody was down for it. David Geffen heard this, the Ghetto Boys talking about something about faggots and this, that, and the other, and said this nixed the whole deal. So that was how things were back then. There was just stuff you could just like absolutely not say. So no, to answer your question, I don't feel like, I know that, yeah, we had a part in this gangster rap thing, but the fact that it would spread the way it did and everybody would want to be, there'd be like 9 million guys wearing Raider jackets and wanting to be, like clones of Compton's Most Wanted and clones of N.W.A. and, there ain't no real Ice-T clones out there, But yeah, but what I did, I would say I talk to people about it all the time, is like I guess one group can really make a difference. And so the same way that Chuck D was out there, like damn near single-handedly brought back the red, the black, and the green towards the good, I guess one group can make a difference because damn it, it got wild after us,
Yeah. I know we only have a few minutes, but do you have any Brownside stories? I know it says in Wiki that you work with them. Is that true as well?
Oh man, that's too long. That's too long a story. But
so we're bringing you back on. Let's bring it back on, Lonzo.
God rest his soul, Toker. Toker is, yeah, there's a whole lot of Brownside.
Unknown is a special kind of guy, folks. He's one of those some bitches that will call you up. Let's go to the swap meet. We go to the Compton to the Slauson swap meet. I'm driving. I got a Suburban.
This is a lie, Dusty.
I can turn your black ass off. I'm in my Suburban, right? And he had just started his label, Celeb Records. Okay. Honestly, I swear to God,
this is a lie, Dusty.
You can tell him I'm telling the truth because his ass tried to overtalk me. This son of a gun, we walking through the Slauson swap meet.
Nope.
He got a briefcase. I didn't think much about it. This fool had $125,000 in a briefcase, and we walking through the Slauson swap meet, ain't got a knife, butter knife, gun, and nothing, okay? Looking like
never happened, bro.
I'm driving a Suburban. We driving the goddamn dope dealer staff car. He got 125K on Crenshaw, on Slauson and Western. I didn't realize until he opened it up. We in the swap meet. He opened it up like Pulp Fiction, and the motherfucker started glowing.
hey, he be.
I'm scared to death for both of us. They got to kill me too. I'm scared for both of us. This fool walking around with this money in his briefcase like it's nobody's business. I'm scared because I know if they rob him, they're going to shoot my ass as a witness. I'm mad the son of a bitch. Nigga, why you do this to me?
I've never seen that much money in my life.
Just like he laughing right now. Just like he laughing right now. He did the same shit walking through the swap meet with 125 grand. Hey, again, where the camera at? There the camera, okay? I ain't got to lie.
You ain't lied to me yet, Lonzo, so I have no reason to believe that you telling a lie now.
Hey, Dusty, you can't believe Lonzo, bro. He be making shit up.
Nah, man.
That's funny shit.
Had me scared to death. I know if they rob him, they got to shoot me too. I ain't got no money.
Hey, Slauson and Western is still dangerous. I don't know how that place still open, bro.
Slauson swap meet is the only swap meet I've been to in my life. They search you before you walk in. I'm not bullshitting. They stop you at the front door and frisk you. I ain't bullshitting. Go buy some drawers. You got to get searched at Slauson swap meet.
Koreans ain't having that shit.
Yeah, a lot going on in that area, man. A lot going on. Damn, that was a fast hour. What a dope show. Before we head out, let me tell everybody to please hit that like button if you haven't already, and make sure you share this show. I mean, we had the legend DJ Unknown on. We had Mike Klein, who rarely does interviews, and he just dropped a bombshell. So make sure you guys share this show, timestamp it, all that stuff. You are tuned in to N.W.A. Stories with Lonzo. Make sure you check out Lonzo's Amazon Prime Eve After Dark special. You will not be disappointed. It's a dope documentary.
Hey, Dusty,
anything else, Lonzo?
You never told me what you thought about the other one you saw the night.
Oh, you know what? It was on my notes to talk about. We can even brush more on it next week. I liked it. I enjoyed it. My wife and I sat there. We casted it on the screen, and I only watched about 40 minutes of it, and then I'm early to bed, early to rise now. But I enjoyed it so far, man. Tell everybody what you're talking about, Lonzo.
My second documentary is called N.W.A. Now that Lonzo. And if you liked the first documentary, you're gonna love this one right here, because we dug in some personal archives that, man, used to be. I've done several television shows, Love Connection, Newlywed Game, and my boy David Velo Stewart. I got to give him much props for how he wove all my personal stuff into this story and brought it to life like nobody else. It's really interesting. I sit there and laugh myself, and I laughed at myself most of the time, because boy, I didn't realize how crazy I was. But I ain't changed.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. Looking forward to that coming out, man.
Much love to you. All right, folks, it's about time to wrap this show up. I want to thank all my guests, everybody in the chat room for tapping in with us. Thanks for everybody who donated to the show. Much love to you. Mike Klein, thank you again for coming through and clearing up that controversy. And my boy Unknown, who was on the mic but off the camera, as always. Dusty, much love to you. All right, folks, we're going to do it like this, like we always do. For those who never heard of me, I'm the first one to put Dr. Dre in the surgery, stuck Ice Cube in the freezer till he got cold on the eve after dark, 50-yard line in the Super Bowl. In the movie Straight Outta Compton, they played me like a hater of rap. Don't believe that Hollywood bullshit, because it was all cap. My history goes deeper than you will ever know. Just remember that N.W.A. stands for Not Without Alonzo. We out of here, y'all. Peace.